Welcome back, episode 19 of Be a GM franchise with the Minnesota Wild here on Dynasty Central Sports. Thank you for joining us, and this is season 3 of this beginning of the season 3 of the series. We are the GM of the Minnesota Wild. We just came off a big offseason where we picked up some new players. The first overall pick, Robert Backstrom. He's a Swedish franchise center, which is exactly what we need in Minnesota. So let's take a look at the first line. Starting off, we got Kaprizov, Backstrom, and Pulujärvi, a free agent pickup. Nils Höglander, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Connor Garland on the second line. We got Jordan Greenway, Adam Gaudette, and Ryan Hartman on that third line. Marcus Foligno, Elias Lindholm, and Dmitry Sokolov on the fourth line. He is a second year player. He's not going to be a big time player in the long run in this franchise, but Dmitry Sokolov so far a solid addition to our fourth line. We got Lucas Johansson, Jared Spurgeon on the first pairing on defense, Jonas Brodin, Sami Niku, a 6'1", 194-pound defenseman on that second pairing, Carson Soucy and Julius Honka Burnin Love starting on that third pairing. Let's take a look at the goaltenders. Caden Primo is going to get the nod in the start of this series. Kaapo Kähkönen is going to back him up in the goaltender pit situation. Kevin Fiala, Marco Mueller, and Alexei Sarella are going to be the scratched forwards for this start of the season. We got the Washington Capitals, and for this season, I'm going to start it off a little different. I'm going to maybe just show snippets of certain games, maybe 2 games during the season, but not every goal, not every big hit or whatnot in the game. We're going to show certain goals, some interesting ones. And so we're going to start off, though, with the Washington Capitals because this is the first game of the season. And we are at home hosting the Washington Capitals. And of course, it's a big one because Robert Backstrom is going to start off his NHL career as the starting center. Caden Primo is going to get his first start in between the pipes for the Minnesota Wild. Not great stats to start off, but I think he's going to be good so far. Robert Backstrom on the draw against Evgeny Kuznetsov. He will win that, though, and the Washington Capitals have it. No, the Wild now have it going the other way. Kaprizov, and that's offsides for the Wild. Starting off with an offsides, not a great way to go off with this, but we have a face-off to the right of Caden Primo in the first period, 18:36 mark, and the Wild have the puck now skating through the neutral zone. That is Pulujärvi. He will lose it. Kaprizov pokes, checks away. John Carlson passes that up. Stolen, and the Wild now have it. Pulujärvi pinned along the boards, and the Capitals dig that out. No, the Wild have it. Kaprizov now has it going down the boards. Stops, passes back to Lucas Johansson, shot from Spurgeon. Robert Backstrom now has it, passes that over. Spurgeon now has it over to Robert Backstrom, shoots and scores. That's the first goal of the NHL career of Robert Backstrom, the Swedish-born center, first overall pick and new franchise center. Keep that puck for the Hall of Fame because Robert Backstrom, he's got his first career goal on the board. Toss that to the assistant, Jared.
420.
What a man, what a teammate. Picks it up, passes that over. Robert Backstrom just sends that right behind Jack Campbell for his first NHL goal. What a play, what a pass. Robert Backstrom, congrats, bud. You will remember that forever. That is a gorgeous first goal to start off your career. All right, let's jump back into this game. It is now 3-2. The Wild have the lead in the third period. Passes that up. The Wild got the pressure. Kaprizov tries to dump that in, and it's going to pin along the boards. And now the Wild have it. No, the Capitals have it. Kuznetsov takes that away. Now that's Kaprizov. No, that's Pulujärvi. Dumps that behind the net. Robert Backstrom with pressure. John Carlson pokes that out. Kaprizov. No, that is Pulujärvi with his first goal in a Minnesota Wild uniform. Makes it 4-2 for the Wild. And Jesse Pulujärvi, the Finnish-born top 5 NHL pick, has looked for a new place, a change of scenery in his career. So far has been considered a bust, but comes up big. Now it's 6-2 in the third period. The Wild have a commanding lead, looking for their first win of the season. A big win at home. All started off with a Robert Backstrom first goal of the season. Nice shot on net and covered up by Jack Campbell. Less than 2 milliseconds left in the game. Drop of the puck, and that is going to be the first win on the board in Season 3 for the Minnesota Wild. And Cayden Primeau gets his first win between the pipes for the Minnesota Wild. Robert Backstrom gets his first goal in a Wild uniform. Congrats to Jesse Pool Party Pulujärvi. He'll get his first goal, and take a look at that gorgeous goal from the Wild. And the Wild picked up a big one. Marcus Foligno came up big. Nice send over. And that's a nice goal that we didn't see in the game, but we get to see it right there. A big win, face-off win. Johansson over, and another goal. Another one that we missed. But it was 6-2. A gorgeous win. What a game. Let's go into the month of October, see how we do. And we're going to sim ahead and see how this month goes. And maybe we'll jump into another game. Maybe we go take a look at that Maple Leafs game or the Vegas Golden Knights. We got a win over the Islanders 2-0. What a way to start the season on big 4-2 loss, though. A 7-2 win over the Golden Knights. That is nice. 4-2 against the Penguins. That sucks. A 4-1 win over the Rangers and a 4-3 win over the Devils. Zemgus Girgensson is going down on waivers. No thanks. 4-1 win, and we are 6-2, 6-3 now on the season. Fucking lost. Three straight losses. And let's take a look into this game against the Vegas Golden Knights. They're going to be hosting us. We're going to be in our white uniforms. They're going to be in their alternate uniforms based on the Las Vegas Thunder uniform from the IHL of yesteryear. They're 6-6. We're 6-5 now. Hit a streak of losses, and let's take a look at Cayden Primeau. He's 6-2 record, 2.24 goals against so far, 1 shutty, and Robin Lehner, Lenny as he's called, he's 4-4, a 3.5 goals against. Robert Backstrom on the draw against Patrice Bergeron. They are just putting, again, a big star-studded offense so far and dumped in. And that's going to be already a whistle as Lucas Johansson dumped that in. We got face-off on the outside of the Golden Knights zone. It is just off that whistle. Alex Pietrangelo pinned along the boards. Mark Stone trying to dig that out. Picked up, and Connor Garland now has the puck, skates that in, shoots, and covered up by Lehner. Passes that over to Ryan Suter, a former Wild player, and Marchessault skates that through the neutral zone. He'll get broken up from Robert Backstrom. Nice play from the rookie, and that's taken along the boards. The Wild control the puck. Kaprizov over to Robert Backstrom, scores, and he's going to get a big goal in this one. What a way to get it. Another game where Robert Backstrom, he'll get his 6th goal of the season. What a start for the rookie, the first overall pick. Gets this game going with a goal, and that's a nice one. And the first one in Las Vegas as Kirill Kaprizov. What a beautician of a pass. That was a gorgeous marinara right over to the sexy Swede Robert Backstrom. All right, 3-1, the Vegas Golden Knights in the third period, controlling the game, though. So far, not as great as that first game that we saw against the Capitals. And now the Wild are threatening. Kotkaniemi throws that at the net. It squeaks right through through Robin Lehner, and the Wild do get a goal on the board, but it's still 3-2. Jesperi Kotkaniemi gets his 5th goal of the season as that just hit Robin Lehner's pad and then squiggled through underneath him and just right through the crease into the net. And that's going to be 3-2. The Golden Knights are up at the 15-11 mark of the third faceoff, and the Wild win that one. Jonas Brodin passes that over. Kotkaniemi poke check that back to Niku. Niku shoots, and that's another goal from Nils Höglander, number 20 on the roster now, and he's going to pick up his first goal of the season. What a gorgeous play. Sami Niku, a free agent pickup, and Nils Höglander picks up his first goal of the season. We picked him up last season in that Ryan Getzlaf trade at the deadline, and he comes up big, gets his first goal. Now it's 4-3. The Wild are still down. Golden Knights are up at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Vegas has the puck. No, turned over. Wild have it. Sami Niku passes that over to Nils Höglander. Back to Brodin. Niku recovers. Over to Höglander. Over to Pool Party. He face on that one. Nice shot. And Robert Backstrom scores to tie it up 4-4. What a digging play. Pool Party digs that out. And then Robert Backstrom gets his 2nd goal of the night, his 7th of the season, and Robin Lehner wishes he covered up that juicy rebound, and the Wild pick up the tying goal. Robert Backstrom, what a gorgeous player so far, has been everything billed the hyped on this season. Connor Garland is in there for the first line, and the Wild are on the PP. Kotkaniemi, Höglander, and Lindholm on the forward unit. Wild have the puck back to Kaprizov, over to Spurgeon, over to Höglander, lost. That's Jonathan Toews, dumps that back into the Wild zone. Kaprizov picks it up. He's going to skate that through the neutral zone. 17 seconds left. That is stolen shot, and the Wild have it. Kotkaniemi passes that over. Kaprizov back to Spurgeon, over to Nils Höglander, shot and covered up by Lehner. We got 7 seconds left in the game. It's 4-4. The Wild have the man advantage right now, and we have Adam Gaudette at the face-off. 7 seconds left. Power play, 1:36 seconds left, and the Vegas Golden Knights control the puck. Bowie passes that out, covered up from Spurgeon, and that's going to be the end of the third period. Wild and Vegas Golden Knights go into OT action here on Dynasty Central Sports. Robin Lehner lets that one just right through the wickets. That was the a back-breaking goal, but Robert Backstrom coming up with that game-tying goal to send this to OT. All right, let's go to overtime here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Vegas Golden Knights, Andrew Kopp is in the sin bin, and so the Wild are going to start it off 4-on-3. Kotkaniemi and Höglander on the forward unit. Bowie wins that back to Pietrangelo, over to Bowie through the slot, shot, and Caden Primo with the big save. Wild control the puck now. Kotkaniemi over to Nils Höglander. Höglander dangles, shoots it, no, passes back to Spurgeon. Over to Höglander and poke check by Pietrangelo out of the zone. Passes that over to Spurgeon, enters the zone. He is going to go through the slot, shoots, no, muffin, and Madison Bowie will dump that back into the Wild zone. Picked up by Kirill Kaprizov. He'll pass that right over to Höglander, and that's over to Spurgeon. Spurgeon now skates that in back to Kaprizov. He'll control the puck, muscles that off, and score by the Wild. Big goal. That is, I don't know who scored it. I couldn't fucking see it, but the Wild get the big winning goal. We'll see in a second who got that. I think it was number 20-something. Maybe Nils Höglander is the hero of the game. Let's see. That was number 28. 28. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I don't know my own team. Holy shit balls. I don't know who it is. We'll have to see after this. The Wild get the big overtime win over the Golden Knights. Let's see how we do against the Coyotes. We get a 4-1 win, and we're now 8-5. Let's see. Connor Garland gets the 14 points in 13 games. Backstrom with 11 in 13. 9 goals for the rookie. 2 assists so far. Actually, the playmaking rookie gets more goals than everyone else on the team. Interesting. Kakaniemi has 11 points in 13. Kaprizov with 9 in 13. Fiala with 8 points in 8 games. Let's punch him into the lineup. Gaudette, Hoglander with 7. Pool Party with 6. Hartman and Spurgeon with 5 apiece. Niku Lindholm has, I think it was Elias Lindholm.
Well, look who just caught up.
The Wild, he gets 3 goals and 4 points so far. Mikhail Whiting, 13 points in 10 games. Joachim Bleichfeld, 10 points in 10 games. And we are in the AHL, the Iowa Wild. Riley Piercy, a draft pick for the Minnesota Wild, has 7 points in 10 games so far. Ryan O'Rourke, a prospect defenseman, doing well. Adam Beckman, 6 points in 10 games. Kovanov, 5 points and 10 games. Addison with the gorgeous Muzzy, 4 points so far. Marco Rossi, doing so good so far in the Iowa Wild system. Let's take a look at November, the month of November, see what games we want to look at. I kind of like starting it off with the first game of this month. Usually the Jets, that Jets game might be the game we'll take a look at. We have some juicy games though. We got the Avalanche and Oilers. Thank you for watching this episode 19 of Be a GM Minnesota Wild here on Dynasty Central Sports. Smash like down below, hit subscribe, throw us a comment. Love to hear from who's watching out there. Hit us up on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll see you later.